5 years ago, March 5th of 2015 was the first time that I ever got my hands on the Hawkmoon. Yo! Oh my god! And today, December 8th of 2020, Hawkmoon has made its way back into the game in Destiny 2. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get your hands on this weapon, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is log on to Destiny and go speak to Spider in the Tangled Shore. Whenever you do this, you are going to be sent on a quest of collecting a bunch of different feathers. You're going to need to collect 5 in total, and the first feather that you're going to find is going to be immediately right outside of Spider's actual hideout on top of a box. Just go ahead and backtrack after you end up talking to him, and then you can just grab it right then and there. The second feather that you're going to need is going to be found on the sludge on the EDZ. You're going to go to the sludge in the EDZ and you're going to make your way on over to the Hollowed Grove Lost Sector in that general area, and you'll find the feather right around there. The third feather that you're going to need to find is actually going to be right next to Shah Han inside of the Cosmodrome, and it's going to be on top of this big pillar from right whenever you spawn. Just jump up, land on top of it, grab the feather, and then you are done. For the fourth feather, you're going to need to go on over to the Dreaming City, and then go on to the area with the big gates that lead towards the Blind Well public event, but instead of going inside of that area, hang around on the outside, and it should be on the left side of the door. You should be able to grab this one absolutely no problem. And the last feather that you need to grab is going to be actually found on the moon, and it's going to be at the Shrine of Oryx. This is going to take a while to get to, so I'm going to lightly speed up the footage that you guys see here, but just follow the path that I take, and then you can get this final feather, and then move on to the next quest step. After getting all 5 of the feathers to start the Hawkmoon quest, you're then going to have to go back and talk to the Crow, and then he's going to tell you to do the mission Cry from Beyond, which can be found in the sludge on the EDZ. I'm not going to be showing any footage of this mission, but just to let you know, it is very straightforward, and you do not need a guide explaining it whatsoever. Just go to the sludge, run the mission, and then you'll be done with this quest step. After you get done with that, you're then going to return back to the Crow, and he's going to tell you to strengthen the Hawkmoon by collecting and generating Orbs of Power. The easiest way for me to do this personally, seeing as you're already on the Tangled Shore, is to actually just go to the Kingship Dock Lost Sector that you find in Thieves Landing. Just run around, kill a bunch of enemies, spawn Orbs of Power, pick them up, even use your super if you need to occasionally. It doesn't really matter what weapon you use, and then walk outside the Lost Sector until you see that it triggers that you have left, and then walk right back inside and then get the rest of them. I was getting a very decent amount of Orbs orbs of power per run, and it only took a few minutes to get this quest step done. You could probably do this in a multitude of ways with stuff like Shuro Chi and a bunch of other farming methods, but honestly, it doesn't take that much time. I just ended up using this lost sector personally. After this, you're then going to talk to the crow, and he's going to send you on yet another mission, which you are going to find on the EDZ, which involves you spawning in at the Trossland and then communing with the traveler, and then going throughout this new area in the EDZ, picking up feathers all the way until the end. It's a pretty straightforward mission. Yet again, I don't want to show any spoilers. Just play through the mission and then you'll have this quest step done. Now, after you get done, you're then going to return back to the crow, and then you are going to be on the longest quest step for this entire quest, which is going to tell you that you need to defeat champions or guardians and get this bar to 100%, whether it be champions inside of Nightfalls or Lost Sectors or even Empire Hunts, or whether it be guardians in Gambit or Crucible. Now, there's two ways to do this step. You can either casually complete it by just hopping in the Crucible and doing your weeklies and eventually getting it done, maybe sweating and invading in Gambit and trying to get as many guardian kills as you want. But if you do have a friend, a great way to farm this actual quest step is to run legend lost sectors, and for me personally, I ended up running the concealed void lost sector because every single champion that you kill will give you 3%, and if you run the concealed void just by killing the 4 champions inside of it, you will get 12% per run. So this is a very easy lost sector. I'll go ahead and show you guys the loadout that I ended up using. I ended up using Heritage, Ikelos SMG, and Xenophage alongside a bunch of the Warmind mods that you can use to basically be able to get Warmind cells and clear out the area and everything like that. But just make sure that you have anti-barrier on your SMG, make sure that you have a Xenophage for the solar shields, and honestly, it is a pretty easy lost sector. Make sure that you are using something like Thermal Overload as well as Surge Eater so that you can get rid of the overloads easily, or just have a friend with Lament and basically brute force his way through. Now, like I said, this is today's lost sector at the time that I am recording this, so it may not be the lost sector for you by the time you're watching this video. So if you are unable to run this lost sector, just run another lost sector at 1250. They're all pretty similar, and just remember that you get 3% per champion, so just keep farming them out and you don't even need to fully complete them to actually get this quest step done. After you end up doing that, you are then going to be sent on to do the last mission for the Hawkmoon, which again, I am not going to spoil. It is very straightforward. It has a little bit of parkour in it, but it's nothing too difficult, and by the end of the mission, you will then be given Hawkmoon. Now, Hawkmoon in Destiny 2 is very much a different weapon than it was in Destiny 1. For one, it has the intrinsic trait of Paracausal Shot, which is that final blows and precision hits with Hawkmoon will grant stacks of these charges. The final round in the magazine is going to deal bonus damage depending on the number of stacks, and stowing the Hawkmoon in the final round will remove this bonus. Basically, the more that you shoot enemies in the head leading up to your final shot, the more damage you will get out of your final shot, upwards of something like 55,000 in some cases. It also even has a trait called Transformative, which says that future drops of this weapon will have random rolls, basically meaning that in the future, we will be able to farm the Hawkmoon, we will be able to get a multitude of different rolls on this weapon, and if you guys do want to see a list of the rolls that you can get on it, here is a list on screen for you right now. So it's the first exotic in history that you are able to actually get random rolls on, which seems very, very awesome, and as soon as we do know a farming method, I will keep you guys in the know. But guys, that is pretty much it for this guide and for this video. I wanted to make it quick, straight to the point, and easy to know. So guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. If you are new around the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button because I got plenty of Destiny videos on the way from here on out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below of the video and the Hawkmoon itself, and I'll see you guys next time.